first started pulling when I was very young, to the point where I really don't even remember not pulling. And to be honest, a lot of my journey with trichotillomania, I feel like you've been right there beside me the entire time, you know?
Wow. Yeah, we may have been paired together in this journey.
Yes, we definitely
for both of us to learn lessons and overcome challenges.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to a parent of a child with trichotillomania?
I think the first piece of advice that I would give is to understand that really there's no typical child. Every child comes with a unique set of problems or issues that need to be worked through. And that's just the job of a parent. Even from one sibling to another, each child is a different human experience that needs to be fostered and loved, absolutely loved, and really made to feel that they have this firm grounding on the planet and that they have gifts to give. But it really took me having to reflect on all of my own biases and preconceived notions about what my job was in being a parent.
Yeah.
That I can now reflect back and say it was too rigid. That to think that I was creating a mini-me was not of service. It was a huge disservice to you or to any of your siblings.
Yeah.
That really I had a different job to do as a parent in preparing you for the world, you know, giving you opportunities, supporting whatever outcome came, supporting failure. I think that supporting failure is very important because that's where the best lessons come from. And also supporting resilience, supporting perseverance. Those are things that I only learned years later having a second special needs child.
Yeah.
Does that say anything to you, or?
It certainly does. I mean, it did feel like we were sort of in a conveyor belt setting growing up, if that makes any sense. And in many ways I felt like I was succeeding. You know, I mean, I had really good grades.
Absolutely.
All my teachers loved me. I had friends. I was active in extracurricular activities. I volunteered, yada, 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 this, that, the other thing. But this was an area where, you know, everything felt like it was telling me that I kept on failing. Over and over and over again. But this was the one area of the mold that I somehow couldn't fit into. And because it affected every single aspect, it felt like, I mean, you know, whether or not it actually affected, but it was constantly there with me as I went through all of those things, you know. I felt like I was failing in many ways, you know, or that I wasn't enough of a person in many ways.
It's really very easy for me to say, look, she pulled, she still pulls, wow. I'm a total failure as a parent, right? You know, I think that that's just very normal as a parent, that we think somehow we can control everything and control the outcome, but really that is, to me, the most important lesson as a parent is that I'm not controlling the outcome. I'm just providing like a really fertile soil for this young person to thrive and become who they're going to become.